Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I have posted in the past. Through email, I will be able to provide you with more detailed answers, and we can maintain a conversation if necessary. For home cooking to be sustainable, creativity is an important part of the process. Through creativity, you will be able to create different kinds of dishes using some basic ingredients. And together with template-based cooking, it's possible to create many different variations. This will vastly increase your repertoire. It is when you have all the diversity that you can include it in your dishes. And this is what makes home cooking both fun and pleasurable. In this video, I would like to show you a basic template how to create blackened shrimp. Now this template is very flexible. And in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to use this template to blacken some Argentine red shrimp. Now this shrimp is a wild-caught shrimp, and it has great flavor. It's very different from the cultivated white shrimp. And this method actually can be applied to all different kinds of shrimp. Now the nice thing about shrimp as an ingredient for home cooking is because most shrimps is now use flash freezing. Each of the shrimp are freezed individually. So you can choose the number of shrimp that you want to cook a particular dish. And because the way how they have been frozen, they thaw very rapidly. For example, this Argentinian wild-caught red shrimp can be thawed in some running cold water, usually in about 5 minutes. And since they are individually frozen, you can choose a number of shrimps that you want for a particular dish. And most of the time, I choose the number of shrimps that will use mainly as a condiment rather than as the main ingredients of a dish. Template-based cooking truly is the best way to cook because it gives you the flexibility to changing the ingredients as you decide. In this case, this shrimp can be used for different type of dishes. But the basic idea is the same. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to blacken this shrimp so that you can add to many different ingredients that you see fit. So the first thing is that I'm going to coat the shrimp with a thin layer of cornstarch and also a slight amount of sugar, usually about half tablespoon. I also coat the shrimp with 1 teaspoon of the Walk with Tak basic seasoning mix. This will enhance the natural flavor of the shrimp. This seasoning is generally mild. The intention is to add umami flavor to the food ingredients. To cook this dish, I'm going to use my Cuisina 14-inch stainless steel wok. This is my everyday wok. I like this wok because it is very flexible. And you can use this wok like a small frying pan because it has a relatively large flat surface area. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of canola oil, or you can use any cooking oil that you would like. This is just barely enough to cover the bottom surface of the wok. And then the next step is that I'm going to season the wok using my spot seasoning method. This method is very simple and straightforward. All you have to do is to heat the wok up to the temperature when it starts to smoke gently. And you let the oil to smoke for another 15 seconds. And this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. This will allow you to create non-stick cooked surface on the wok. I'm going to cook this dish using a method known as shallow frying. Basically, it's very similar to deep frying, except that you only have to use a small amount of cooking oil. You lay the shrimp on a flat surface of the wok, and you lay it out into a single layer. You let the shrimp to be fried for about somewhere between 20 to 40 seconds, depending amount of heat that you apply. Usually, you do not want to turn the stove all the way to high, and in general, about medium-high will be sufficient. I really liked this method. I think most importantly is that I do not have to use a lot of cooking oil. In the past, anytime when I do any type of deep frying, I end up have to throw the oil away because I do not do frying that often. but this method allows you to do something like deep frying anytime you want. I also like this method because it gives the shrimp a very light breading. Quite often in deep frying, the breading is a bit too heavy for me. The shrimp usually will stick to the bottom surface of the wok until it is pretty much fried. And so as you can see, I'm testing, try to lift the shrimp. But before they are done, you should not force it. You should wait until the shrimp is properly fried. And once they do, you can see that they're able to pick up from the wok very easily. And now at this point, you can turn the shrimp around and to fry the other side. And you notice that the shrimp now has been charred, and it gives it a nice blackened characteristics. Again, it's all depend on how much you want the shrimp to be fried. And if you want it to be more blackened, then you fry them a little bit longer. The important decision is that how much you want to cook the shrimp. The texture of the shrimp is very important. You do not want to overcook the shrimp. And so for this reason, try and error is probably the best approach. Pretty quickly, you will realize that when is the point you cook the shrimp that you are satisfied with. And also, it is important that different type of shrimp might behave slightly differently. So as you can see, that is all it takes to create this blackened shrimp. And it is very simple, but it creates really great flavor and texture. And this is a basic template, and you can make modification to it and by frying them a little bit longer or shorter as you would like. The method how I cook this shrimp, I call it a combinatorial stir frying. The reason for this term is that I will cook this shrimp separately from another dish which I will combine them together. Separately, I also cook a vegetable stir-fry dish. And by combining together, I will be able to maintain the texture and doneness of each of these dishes as exactly as how I would like it. Because the amount of time to cook the shrimp is different than the amount of time that required to cook the vegetables. If I cook them all together, first of all, I will not be able to create this blackened feature for the shrimp. Furthermore, is that if the shrimp is cooked correctly, and the vegetable will be undercooked, and vice versa. This method is very useful to combine different food ingredients together. And since it's based on a template, you can substitute both the vegetables or the shrimp with other type of meat. The end result is that it gives you a lot of possibilities to create diversity in your dishes. By using template-based cooking, you can greatly enhance the repertoire. And by combinatory cooking, you can even further develop many different unique dishes according to your personal preference. Home cooking can be extremely creative, particularly when using the fast cooking system. The fast cooking system has 4 attributes, that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. All these 4 attributes is to make home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun. And particularly when you can put a dish on the table in less than 30 minutes using all fresh ingredients. On top of that, if you can create dishes that with flavor that is unique to your home preference, then you will keep on cooking. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as a viable alternative to fast and ultra-processed food. In order to achieve that, it is necessary for you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. And so if you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.